Hey everybody, welcome to Board Online, Board Offline. Today we have a solo gameplay of Viticulture. Now we're playing on the normal difficulty level. I have not beaten this level yet. I've beaten the easy difficulty. I didn't even bother with the very easy. I beat the easy difficulty and then moved on to the normal. Haven't beaten that yet, so hopefully we can get a win in today. I'm surprised. It said in my Wingspan solo gameplay video that Wingspan was the easiest Ultima I had played with up to that point. I didn't realize that the Ultima here is very, very similar. The Viticulture one is very similar to the Wingspan one. In fact, it almost feels like with Wingspan they maybe kind of did like a full loop, because some of the Ultimas, like the Scythe Ultima, is very complex in my mind compared to the other ones. The Euphoria Ultima and the Tapestry Ultimas both used a very different method than what you see in Scythe or Wingspan. But this Viticulture one feels like it almost like Wingspan is the 2.0 of the Viticulture Ultima. So this one's very easy to use as well. I was really excited to see that. Very excited to get Viticulture back to the table. This was a game that I had a long time ago, and I traded it away. And out of all the games I've ever traded away, this is the only one that I've constantly thought to myself, I really wish I hadn't done that. So glad to have it back here in the house. This is the Essential Edition. So we're going to get down to the game top, where I'm going to show you the solo gameplay for Viticulture. First, I do want to mention our sponsor, Board Game Co. This is a fantastic website where you can buy, sell, and trade games. Board Game Co. has a great selection of games over there for you to choose from to purchase. If you're just looking to build out your collection. Also, though, they will buy games from you if you need to trim your collection down a little bit. And then, of course, you can trade games over there. Now, if you want to trade games, you don't have to have a Board Game Geek account, but I would highly recommend it, and then build out your trade list on Board Game Geek, because Board Game Co. can link right into your Board Game Geek account, they'll use your Board Game Geek name and link into it and see what you have for trade, what you want in trade. They'll compare that to their stock, and they'll build a trade list right there on their website for you to make it very easy to set up a trade. So be sure to go check them out. You can click on the link in the description below so they know I sent you over there. Board Game Co. makes it easy to buy, sell, and trade your way into a better collection. All right, well, let's get down to the game topper, and we're going to play Viticulture. Okay, so what we've got going on here is we've got all our various possible workers and buildings that we can build for. Here's our farm down here. And then this out here is kind of the greater area that is shared amongst the players. But obviously in this case, it's the Ultima. Here are all the Ultima's workers right there. Up top, up here, the part of the board you can't see is just where the decks of cards are. So no reason for you to actually see that. I'll keep it down here just so you can focus more on the actual portions of the board where the game will be taking place. Let's see. In the summertime, I have these yellow actions I can take. Give tour to gain 2 money. Build 1 structure, placing. So by the way, there's 3 spaces here. The only space I can use is the leftmost space. So I can build 1 structure. I can draw a green card, which is the vine cards. I can plant a vine card. I can sell at least 1 grape or buy or sell 1 field by placing it here. My fields are worth 5, 6, and 7 money. And then up here I can play a summer visitor card. All right, and then the blue actions are the winter actions. And so here I can draw a order card, and over here I can fill an order card, and that's how I'm going to start getting some residual money here. That's also how I get most of my victory points. Most likely will be through filling the orders. I can pay 4 money to train a new worker. I can make up to 2 wine tokens. I can harvest 1 field here, and I can play a winter visitor card there. Over here is the wake up track. The way it works when playing solo is I'll only be able to do each of these 1 time throughout the game. And when I do, I take this token off of it, and I can spend this token whenever I want to get one of the bonuses for one of the actions that I take. And there's 7 total of these. So once I go through the 7th round, the game's over. At that point, I need to have gotten my point marker past the automas. The automas is going to be up here at 20 points. So I need to get more than 20 points in order to win the game. If I land, or if I end with 20 points, then obviously the game is tied. All right, so that's pretty much it. So now these cards right here are going to tell me what my starting resources are. So let's flip the first one over here. So Papa Jerry says I'm going to get 2 money. Okay. And the Grande Worker, I'm pretty sure the Papa cards always give you a Grande Worker. And then either a mill or 4 coins. Now a mill will give me 1 victory point every time I plant a vine. And normally they cost 5 money to build. I think I'm going to take the mill. Let's put that right there. And then we've got Mama Margaret. So I get 2 more workers. So I'll start the game with 3 workers. And then 2 vine cards and 1 summer visitor card. All right, so we've got Pinot, which is going to require a trellis. So I have to build this trellis in order to plant Pinot. Or Cabernet Sauvignon, which will require both the trellis and irrigation. But you can see it's got a really nice grape that it grows there. And my summer visitor is the broker. Pay 9 money to gain 3 victory points, or lose 2 victory points to gain 6 money. Okay, so let's get started. I think first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take this one, which will give me this extra worker for the round. So let's go here. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Before I can move in, play into my workers, we have to see what the Ultima is going to do. The Ultima is always drawn twice per round, once at the beginning of summer and once at the beginning of winter. So basically any green or yellow spaces is what will happen if it's summertime. Any red or blue spaces will happen during wintertime. So the Ultima is going to take this space and this space. I'll be to use my Grande Worker if I want to still use those spaces, but otherwise they're blocked off from me. Okay, so real quick, we can come over here, gain 2 money. Let's build that trellis. Or actually, hold on. Maybe we hold off. Let's try to get some more workers. So we're not going to build yet. Instead, let's go ahead and draw 1 extra card. Okay, so that's another one that needs a trellis. And we'll say that's the end of our summer phase. So then for fall, we draw 1 visitor card. Let's draw a winter one since we don't have one yet. We have the Professor. Pay 2 to train 1 worker, or gain 2 if you have a total of 6 workers. So I think right off the bat, we wanted to get a worker and now we can save some money. So let's do that. Come up here, play the winter visitor card. So we will play the Professor. We'll pay 2 money to gain 1 worker, to train a worker. So I'll put him there. Technically, I can't use him till the next, so till summertime. So we'll put him there so we remember. Okay, so that's done. We can't harvest the field because we haven't planted any fields yet. So you know what? Let's grab and order. All right, that'll be a good one to start with. So basically what this is we need a level 2 red wine, level 2 white wine, and then we'll get 2 victory points for it and 1 residual income. All right, so, oh, wait. Y'all, I'm sorry. I completely forgot the Ultima. I promise that'll be hopefully the only time that happens. So let's see if he would have interfered with what we're trying to do here. Harvest one field. He took that. Pay to train. He took that. So yes, so fortunately it didn't interfere with what we were doing. So I'm not going to have to redcon anything. All right, so moving on. Go to the year end here. So we age grape and wine tokens. Don't have any of those to do. Let's retrieve our workers. And that guy goes back there. Move the chicken up there for now. Get the Ultima's workers. Collect residual payments. We don't have any of those yet. Discard down to 7 cards. We only have 5 cards. And rotate the first player counterclockwise. We don't need to worry about that in solo mode. Okay, so back to springtime. I need to choose what I'm going to do here. Let's grab one more summer visitor card. Handyman. All players may build one structure at a 2 money discount. You gain 1 victory point for each opponent who does this. All right, so let's see what the Ultima is going to do. So this is from Tuscany, so we don't do that. So here, right, they're going to take the plant spot, which is a little problematic for me. So I was definitely going to do that this time. Let's see. So first off, let me build for 2. I'm going to build the trellis. Okay. And then I was going to plant, so let's do that. I'll use my grande worker so that I can still use that spot. And let's plant 2 cards, so I'll use one of these to gain the additional bonus action. And we'll plant both the Pinot and the Trebbiano. Let's do it here in this field. So this field has a value of 7, which means I can plant up to a total of 7 value worth of grapes here. And that's only 3 right there. Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. What I meant to do, instead of playing that guy there, I meant to go up here and play this card, play the summer visitor, handyman. So a 2 discount means that would have been free for me. There we go. And then I will sell a field. I'm going to sell this field over here, the 5 value field. I'll stick this out here just so I remember it's sold. And that's going to be the end of my summer phase. So now moving into fall, draw a visitor card. Let's get a winter visitor because we don't have one of those. We get the governor. Choose up to 3 opponents to each give you 1 summer visitor. Gain 1 for each of them who cannot. All right, so anytime a card requires another player to gain it for you to gain a benefit, you don't use that when playing solo. So we'll get rid of that one. Scholar. Draw 2 order cards or pay 3 money to train a worker. You may lose 1 victory point to do both. Interesting. Is that worth it? I think I'm going to do that because I want to train a worker, but having more order cards would also be helpful. Okay, let's do that. So we're going to play this card. So we're going to draw the 2 order cards. So let's see, we've got sparkling wine for this one. So we need level 7 sparkling wine to get 4 victory points and 1 residual. And then we need a level 6 and level 5 blush to get 6 victory points and 2 residual. And then we're also going to pay the 3. In order to train a worker. Oh my God, I did it again, didn't I? I forgot to do this. Fortunately, yet again, it does not affect me because they would have been here and here. I don't know why the wintertime is so difficult for me to remember to do that, but for some reason it is. But fortunately, it hasn't affected anything so far. Okay, so moving on, that's the end of winter phase. I don't have any more workers, so age grapes and wine. Don't have any of those yet. Retrieve workers. Let's do that. And then we don't have any residual. We're good on our hand of cards. All right, here we go. Back to springtime. This time, let's take the vine card. Syrah. This could be good to add to that field as well. All right, so summertime for the Ultima. We're going to do build one structure. And that's it, because that's for Tuscany. So what we want to do here for sure, let's go on and plant this in this same field. That puts us at 2, 4, 5, 6. All right, so we're close to maxing that field out. So I think I'm going to actually end my summer phase there with just planting those grapes and not doing anything else. So winter phase, let's grab a winter visitor, or fall phase, excuse me. The benefactor, draw 1 vine and 1 summer visitor, or discard 2 visitor cards to gain 2 victory points. All right, so the Ultima, make up the 2 wine tokens, and fill order. All right, so let's see here. Definitely want to harvest 1 field. So we're going to have 3. We're going to have a level 3 red wine, or sorry, red grape, and a level 3 white grape. Make up to 2 wine tokens. So go ahead and move these here. And that's really messing me up because I could go ahead and fill an order right now, but I can't because of this guy. So let's go ahead and train our last available worker. And it's kind of a waste, but we'll gain 1 coin. I'm not too happy with how things are going right now. All right, so age grape and wine tokens. We can't because we don't have a medium seller. We are maxed out right now on that. Retrieve workers. No residual. Good on cards. All right, so back to the springtime. So here we will, let's take the money. So the Ultima, draw vine cards, build 1 structure, and plant. So the Ultima's been pretty aggressive this time. So we're going to give a tour. And you know, we've got so many of these bonus tokens. Let's go ahead and use 1 to get that extra money, that 1 extra coin there. So right now we're at 5 money. We could build the irrigation so that we could then get the Cabernet planted. That's probably a good idea. Let's do that. We'll have to use our grande worker here. So build 1 structure. Irrigation costs 3. So yeah, I'm not gonna. I could use a bonus, but I'm not going to. So irrigation goes there, and then, but we can't plant because this guy's in the way. But we'll have the irrigation built for next time. Yeah. Okay, so that'll be the end of my summer phase. Ooh, or do I want to build a structure? No, that's what I want to do. Okay. I was thinking of building my medium cellar, but we're not going to worry about that quite yet. All right, so fall phase. We've got the Jack of all trades. Choose 2. Harvest 1 field, make up to 2 wine tokens, or fill 1 order. All right, so now we're at 7 cards. All right, so let's do this. Oh, no, hold on. Wait, let's not forget about this guy being a pain in my butt with harvest 1 field. Son of a. And make up to 2 wine tokens. This guy is really being a pain right now. Oh, man. Okay. He is blocking me all over the place. All right, so In that case, we are going to first let's go ahead and fill an order. So we're going to fill this. So 2 and 2, we have 3 and 3, so that's even better than the order requires. So we get 2 victory points and 1 residual income. So now let's go ahead and play the Jack of all trades. So we're going to harvest 1 field, this one obviously, 3 and 3, and then make up to 2 wine tokens. Oops. Oh, you know what? Sorry. Back when I filled that, let's go ahead and use this to gain 1 additional victory point for that bonus right there. All right, so now we've got 2 guys left. Let's draw an additional one of these. So we're definitely going to need to get a bigger cellar. And this guy will just go collect some money. All right, so age, grape, and wine tokens. Can't do that because of my cellar. Retrieve workers. Collect residual payments. So we collect 1 residual payment. There we go. Discard down to 7. We're at 6. And rotate. Don't have to do that, obviously. Okay, so now we'll go here. 7 and 6. All right, so these are some good ones we've got here. We just got to actually fill them. The Ultima. Build 1 structure. Of course you would. Sell. And play the Summer Visitor. All right, well, let's plant. Or you know what? Let's draw first. See if we can fill this field completely up. Oof, that's too much. This can only hold 6. Well, you know what? Let's spend 1 of these for that bonus to draw again. Again, too much. All right. All right, well, I'm going to plant my Cabernet here. And we're going to go ahead and spend 4 to build the medium cellar. Okay. And that'll be the end of summer. For winter, let's grab a winter visitor. Queen. The player on your right must choose. All right, so that one's not going to work. Promoter. Discard grape or wine to gain 1 victory point and 1 residual. That's interesting. The Ultima. Play a winter visitor and fill an order. All right, well, we're going to harvest field. And we'll actually go ahead and harvest both fields. So let's use this to do that. So this field will give us a level 3 red and a level 3 white. And then this field will give us a level 4 red grape. And then we'll go here to make up to 2 wine tokens. Now, if we want to do the sparkling, we can't do sparkling yet. We need a large cellar to do sparkling. But this blush, 6 and 5, we could start working towards that. So these 2, you can see blush requires 1 white and 1 red. 3 and 3 makes 6. So there we go. We have 1 worker left. We're already going to have to discard cards because that guy's in our way up there. I was going to play my benefactor to get rid of all my visitor cards, but that's not going to happen. So I guess we just have to, we'll just do this again. It really feels like a waste. And I'm going to, well, let's do it in order. Age grapes and wine. So that will age to 5. These both age to 4. Retrieve workers. I'm going to go ahead and discard these because I know these are what I'm discarding. All right, so now let's retrieve the workers. All right, I'm getting a little worried here. I'm going to have to really push through with some orders here because I only have 2 rounds left. All right, so I will choose this one this time. Now gain a victory point. I need to get 16 more victory points. I forgot my... See, this is what happens when I go out of order. Collect residual payments. Okay. The Ultima, give tour, and plant. Let's draw one of these. It's worth 2. That would be perfect for here. Yep, so, but we can't plant because of that guy. And I don't want to use my grande worker because I want to make sure that I don't get blocked out of some of these. I hate to do it, but I think that's all. I don't think I'm going to do anything else right now. All right, so moving on. We're going to grab the negotiator, discard 1 wine to gain 1 residual, or discard 1, or I'm sorry, that was 1 grape, or discard 1 wine to gain 2 residual. All right. And the Ultima is only going to go here. Okay. All right, so this is, I got a pretty wide open section here now, so let's see what we can do with this. So let's harvest a field, and we'll harvest both fields. So 3 and 3, and then 4. And then let's make up to 2 wine tokens. So we're going to make that blush. So these 2 combined will give us that 5 that we need. What else are we looking at? I guess I'll just take that 5 and put it there. Okay, so then let's fill in order. So now we can definitely fill this one. 6 and 5. So that'll be 6 victory points and 2 residual. All right, let's draw one of these. 1 and 3. Oh, this one we could do right now. So we will drop him right here. Take these 2. We get 2 victory points and 1 residual. And there we go. Okay, so I need to age our grape and wine. Retrieve workers. Collect residual payments, which is 4. Discard down to 7. We'll get rid, well, let's get rid of the negotiator. Oh, that's it. We got 7 now. All right, so here we go. Moving into the final round. We don't get anything for that one. But we do have this available to us. The Ultima is going to go here. And here. We are going to build a large cellar. Oh, I just realized I have the windmill. Every time I planted a vine, I should have gotten 1 victory point. Max 1 victory point per year. So here I planted these 2 1 year, and then that, and then that. That's 3 victory points. So I'm at 15. Okay. All right. I think that's everything we're doing. So moving into fall. Let's grab winner visitor card. This is the final winner of the year, bottler. Make up to 3 wine. Gain 1 victory point for each type of wine you make. Okay. Let's move that down just a little bit. Well, so first off, we're going to harvest a field. And we do want to harvest. Oh, wait. No. Let's don't forget the Ultima. We've got draw. We don't want to use that anyway, I don't think. So we're fine there. That's Tuscany. And play. Now that one might hurt us a little bit. All right, so now we're going to harvest. So 4, 3, and 3. make up to 2 wine tokens. We can do, or do we? Yeah, okay, so if we take this 3, 4, and this 3, then we can make sparkling wine. And then this one will be right there. All right, and now we will fill an order for, we don't have enough for either one of those, so it has to be this one. So that's for the sparkling wine. And that gives us 4 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll use this for that additional victory point right there. So we are now tied with the Ultima. 1 residual. So we're maxed out on a residual. Now that I don't think it really matters at this point. Okay, and so now here, put him there. And we will use the benefactor to discard 2 visitor cards. Discard these 2 to gain 2 victory points. Okay, so now that's pretty much going to be it. Now we'll just grab an extra money right there. All right, so now at the end of the year, we go ahead and age. I think all of this is just, there's not much point to it, but let's go ahead and do it all the way out. Retrieve our workers, collect residual. And that's it. All right, we finally beat. So that was the normal difficulty. So now I've got to move my way up. So you can see what to play on. These are the different variations. So when I play hard, I will keep drawing Ultima cards and place workers until the Ultima has placed at least 2 workers in the current season. So like for instance, what was it? There was one. Well, let's say I had drawn this one for the summertime, springtime. It would only place 1, so I'd have drawn again to make sure that there were at least 2. Place workers on all spots listed on the extra cards, but don't place on actions where there's already a worker. If the Ultima places its 6th worker, it doesn't place any more. If you run out of Ultima cards, then reshuffle the deck. And then you can see at very hard, it's the same as this difficulty, except the Ultima would start at 23. In which case I would have been 1 victory point short of beating the very hard. So there you go. I did manage to pull off a victory. Very excited about that. I'm looking forward to getting down into the hard difficulty level, see if I can beat that. This Ultima definitely is not as challenging as some of the ones I've dealt with before. The Tapestry one whoops my tail all the time. Like that's one that is very, very difficult to beat. So this one seems maybe a little bit more on the easier side of things. But for me, it's just challenging enough to keep things interesting. I mean, you saw I only beat the normal difficulty by, what was it, about 2 points or something like that. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to come back and check out our future videos. We do have a contest going on right now, which is this video right here. Be sure to check that video out, and you can win all kinds of great games. We've got Medora, Cloudspire, a bunch of other games over there for you to win. So be sure to check that out. And until next time, if you're bored online, board offline.